Hey, good evening. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to talk a little bit about this actor. I can't remember his name. I'm going to show the video here in a minute. Uh, very good, very good actor. He was in Breaking Bad and a couple other movies I've seen in some TV series. And apparently he was on a red carpet event and was asked about some of the events that's going on right now with immigration and ICE. And these are my words. I'm going to play the video here. And in my opinion, he kind of spoke calling for an uprising, violence, and a revolution or civil war. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and we'll watch the video. I'll put it here, and then I'll come back after and give a few comments. We'll just have a little discussion about it. So here we go.
This is time for a revolution. It's time for it, and they don't even know that's what they're starting. You know, some very rich old white men are exerting their power to suppress our own people, thus creating a feeling of civil war in the streets, preparing the haters to hate, teaching them how to shoot. They're not even trained right, to kill. This is all a preparation for a very insidious problem that's happening in our world. And for me, I have to speak out that we will not be iced out. This is not going to happen. They can't take us all down. If the whole world showed up on Putin's doorstep or on the Iranian's doorstep or in Washington, it would they'll kill 550 million, however, but the rest of us would survive with a new. This is time for a revolution. It's time for it, and they don't even know that's what they're starting. But we have to be strong enough to know that we can change the world. We have to change it from within. So if I'm spiritually ready and right, you know, and I'm ready to understand other people and to agree to disagree with them and say, okay, let's find the solution together, then that starts to change things. Not by deporting immigrants, not by killing brown and even white people on the street. It's crossing over now, and believe me, this is gonna really spark the nature of so many people who are gonna show up and say, no more. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Okay. So, you know, I think what he said can probably be interpreted a few ways. But what amazes me, and you know, I've said this over the last few videos. I've said it a couple times that, you know, I'm really trying. I don't want to turn this channel into a channel of politics. There's plenty of that. But it's hard to ignore if you're trying to live a good life, you're trying to live a preparedness lifestyle, because, you know, what are you prepared for? What are the reasons why you need to prepare? And oftentimes it's things that involve politics, government action, world events. And if you're going to stay up and kind of stay on top of what is going on in the world, then inevitably you will come across politics. And so I think there's politics and preparedness is definitely connected. But I think for your own mental health, and I can tell you mine, I'm trying to minimize what I'm seeing. So back to this video. This guy, who is one of the elite, he is a celebrity. He obviously doesn't have a care in the world when it comes to money. And he probably is out of touch with reality to a large extent. And when I say reality, I'm talking about, you know, what most Americans have to deal with as far as paying bills and trying to make ends meet and working a typical job, raising families, and dealing just with life. And this guy, I mean, look at how he was dressed, but not trying to be too judgmental here. But this guy is coming out and speaking that action needs to be taken that could lead to the death of millions of people. If you missed that, go back and listen. I think that it's destructive and irresponsible for him to talk that way. And one of the things I want to say in this video, and comment below if you agree with me, but we're seeing more and more of that. And it's largely from one side of these arguments, that we're having more and more people that are saying and promoting violent civil unrest, violent civil uprising, and being extremely hateful. And what this does is it promotes the violence. And we've seen that, again, a certain segment of the population doesn't seem to hesitate when it comes to utilizing violence. Now, they will point to the other side or sides and call them names and talk about their violence and talk about all the mean, evil things that they do, yet the data and the truth really doesn't show that. And I've said it before, participation in politics is largely a waste of time. We are not going to change things at the ballot box, I don't believe. I hope I'm wrong. The main reason I was making this video and putting this out there is this is just one example of many where we have these people that do influence others, that's promoting something that is opposite of peace, it's opposite of conversation, it's opposite of solutions. And they're celebrated for it. And I would also say that this is more of a reason to prepare. And I know I promote, I talk about, moving out of the cities and moving to lower population areas with low population densities. And I know it's not easier. It's easier said than done. There are some other YouTube channels that they say something similar, but they also make it sound like, well, just do it, and I know it's not that easy. I know it's not. I wanted to do it for many, many years, and just the right set of circumstances had to align before I was able to do it. So, you do what you can, but I call this channel Modern Exodus, and I call it that for a reason, because I think that's exactly what it is. And that's what people need to do for themselves and for their family, is they need to take a modern avenue, a modern exodus out of this societal, I'll call it a societal construct, but it's reality that most people find themselves in. And it's stressful. It is full of division. It's full of conflict. And so much of it is fake. And I'm talking about just life in general. Go live in a subdivision and watch how people talk about each other and, what they're driving, what they're wearing, who they're talking to. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And the world continues to get more and more dangerous. And so, I'm going to go through it again. It's, get out of the cities, move to as low population density area as you can. Make yourself as independent as possible from the system, from society, from government, from big corporations. as much as you can. Grow your own food as much as you can. The further that you can go in your efforts into living a more traditional and natural and healthy lifestyle, when I say healthy, I don't mean just physically, but mentally, the better off you'll be. Folks, it's coming. The writing is on the wall. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I can't tell you exactly when it's going to happen. But when you look around, you probably don't need me to tell you that. You can see it for yourself. I hear it from people that have no idea what preparedness even is. But they are just concerned about the world. They're concerned about the area they live in because they see it. So you have this movie star, this influencer, that is calling for a violent revolution. My fear is he's going to get his wish. How it turns out, I don't know. It's not going to be good. I will say that. It's not going to be good. And this is 2026, and we need to prepare. If you're just getting started, good. Get started. If you're well underway, keep doing it. Keep going. So that's it for my video. Just a couple of quick announcements. Link down below to my Substack. I will be publishing, I believe it's the 6th issue of Survive magazine, which is an online free magazine that will be published within the next couple of days. I'm running a little behind, but there's 5 other issues out there that you can read. Just follow the Substack. The other thing I was going to say, and I'll put a link down below, is a lot of people out there have flashlights. They love flashlights. And I keep pushing this one flashlight. I don't own the company. I don't sell these flashlights. I'm just telling you about them. I cannot stand a flashlight that has like 4, 5, 6, 8 modes. Okay. I don't want it to strobe. I don't want low, medium, high, super bright. You know what I want? On and off. So this light, it's on Amazon. Absolutely. It's made in China like most all the lights are. Most all the lights. It's 1200 lumens. It takes 2 CR123 batteries or one 18650. I use the 18650s and I recharge them. But it's 1200 lumens, super bright. I turn it on, super bright. I shut it off, it's off. And so this light right here works fantastic. I've got numerous of them. And I should probably just do a video on one of these, but I've worked at several companies where I ran the facility, and my maintenance guys, I bought these, gave it to them, and they loved them. So, and it's less than $20. I'll put a link down below. Anyways, that's it. I hope everybody's doing well, staying warm. It is super cold here in the woods of Maine. It's been in the negatives the last few nights. Had a problem where I had a water pipe break. That was not fun. And hopefully that's over with and won't happen anymore. But I just brought some wood in, got the wood stove going. It's nice and toasty inside. I'm in the bunker. I'll call it the bunker. And I'm about to head back inside and get this thing uploaded. And don't forget, Substack, check out Survive magazine, free online magazine that I write, as well as the flashlight, link down below. Highly recommend it. It's a great light. So that's it. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, stay warm, stay safe. We'll see you next time.
So I ran from the cities and the noise and lies, found a piece of ground under open skies, hands in the dirt, sweat on my shirt, learning what living's really worth. While crooked men shake hands in rooms, selling souls to corporate suits. Society's sick, but I found the cure. A back road life, honest and pure. They can keep their throne and their golden news. This life out modern exodus. I traded screens for a sunrise, callous palms, blisters, pride, planted seeds where hope was.